Hi everyone, welcome to our new video. In this video, we will be starting on C Sharp, the basics of C Sharp, like how to create a script and all those basic stuff. So without wasting your time, let's start it. So if you didn't watch our previous video, please do watch it out on our channel, Code Wizards, because it contains most of the stuffs like about the animation, rigid body and all. But now we will be starting with scripts, like the main coding part like this. So as I can tell that Unity uses C Sharp. C Sharp is a coding language which is used by Unity. Okay. So if you are making a game in Unity, and so that's why you are here watching the video, then the language which you need to learn is C Sharp. So we'll start with the basics. Firstly, we'll create a folder which will make us organize and we'll name it scripts. So all our scripts, we will be adding it. This is very important because when you work on any of the game, it can be small or it can be big. It can contain multiple script. It can even contain 5 script. It can even contain 500 script. That doesn't have a count. So all thing will be organized so that it will be easy. Okay. Inside scripts folder, I will again right click, go on create, and you will at the second top, you will find a C sharp script. Just tap on it. Here, you just need to name it. So maybe I can just name it basic. Enter. You can name it anything, like it's a player movement, it's anything. Okay. Then wait for it to compile. You can see at the bottom right side, there's a compiling going on. So whenever you save your script, create a script, this compiling happens. Just give it some time. Don't interrupt this process by doing anything because it sometimes eventually crash the system. Okay, like crash unit. Okay. So just give it some time. So now when you just set up the basic of C sharp script, you need to open it. But before doing it, we need to know that C sharp, for running C sharp, we need a visual studio. We need something where we can use the C sharp. Sorry if I mistaken for that. And in my previous video, I already told about how to use the visual, like how to install Visual Studio and all. So in this video, I will not go on that part. I will keep it at side. You can watch the previous video. Now I can like memorize in myself that okay, you guys already have installed the Visual Studio by watching our previous video. Now we'll just open the script. Just tap on it, open button. Here you can see the Visual Studio is opening. I'm using the latest Visual Studio 2022, which is eventually good because it gives lots of features. And this is known as coding editor. Okay. Now, when you just open, give it 2-3 seconds or 10 seconds based on your system so that it just render everything very nicely. Okay. Now at the top, there are 3 things: using system.collections, using system.collection.generic, and using Unity engine. What are these? Now, basically, you are making a game in Unity, correct? So you are using Unity features also, like it can be rigid body, it can be public game object, public bool, and all of these things is a Unity. So that's why these are known as libraries. So what happens, uh, for example, in in exams, we are requested to learn about certain books, like okay, we have this chapter, we have this chapter, we have this chapter from a book. Okay. Now, each chapter contains those things which we will be using to answer the below questions. For example, we got a chapter which contains about what is algebra. And now, after reading that, you only know the terms of algebra which you can apply in your exams. Correct? Same, these are known as libraries. This contains all those functions or stuff which we need to use it here. So this we do not. Now the first line, public class. This is where the script, the name of the script, you can see it's here, basic, okay, and mono behavior, which is for us, Unity script derives, okay, this is just like a class, okay. Now from this and this is the opening and closing bracket for hold the script. So anything which you need to add, you need to add it here. Okay, that's the starting thing. Okay. So for example, I need to create a variable. I will create public game object cube, and another I will create private game object cube one. Make sure that the names to be different if you are using it somewhere. Okay. Now remember, what is this? Public and private. Okay. That's just the access type. Okay. Something is public, you can access it from anywhere. Something which is private, you can only access inside the certain script. Game object, that derives what the variable you're using. It can be game object, it can be bool, it can be int, it can be float. Here you have to write that. And this is the name which you are giving it. So maybe you can write it as a player name. This is on you. Okay, that's not a certain fixed thing that okay, you need to use player. Other two is a fixed thing. Like what variable you have to use, you have to fix it out. Public you want to give or private, that you have to fix it out. Okay. But this is like which is anything. You can write it like hello, anything. This you just need to remember, because in the script, whenever you want to use the game object function, you need to use like this. Okay, hello. Okay, like this. Correct? Now I will tell you that what is public and private difference. I will save the script. Save all. Okay. You can see the compiling is happening. It will take some time based on your system also and based on your compiling speed. But generally in 10 to 15 seconds, it's okay. Now you can see it's done. It's tick mark. I will take a empty game object, reset it, and I will apply this script by maybe dragging it like this, or I can apply it by searching basic. That's it. Now you can see hello is available here. It's accessible from my inspector because it's a public. Okay, I can exit it. But I can't access Q1 because it's private. Now I will do the vice versa here. I will make this private and this public. And you can see that I will find Q1 visible there, not the. Okay, so I will again let it compile. You can see hello will change to Q because that's a public thing. Okay, that's the general difference. I will move, I will explain more on the variables in the further videos because we want to have cover some more stuffs also. Let's move to that part. Okay. Now, void start and void update. Now, what this means is with the term void start, okay, you can understand anything which you write inside these two brackets will consider as a part of void start function. Okay, these are known as functions. Now, void start means where as soon as you play the game, it will run as the first time, only for one time. Okay, it will run only for one time. And anything which you write, it will only at the starting only. For example, I write debug log, like it's just something which you can get it something print out on your console. We'll show you debug log, then two brackets. I will write in between these two marks, I will write here hello viewers, hello students. Okay, I will write it here hello students. Okay, then I will close it. When you want to close any line, you need to use this. Okay, this mark. Great. Now I will just save it out. I just press Control S you can do, or if you're on a Mac system, Command S. Okay. Now you can see I just added here. You can see console, and I will play the game. I will play the game. Okay, here I will just play the game, and here you can see. Soon I play the game. Hello students, and it's only come at the first time. Okay, game is yet playing, but it's not here. It's only come at the first time. Correct. Now, similarly, what update do? Anything which you write in update keeps on repeating per frame. Okay, so I will cut from here. Command X because I'm on Mac. If you are on Windows, Control X, and then Control V or Command. hello students. I will just do it here. Okay. Now what I will do, and I will explain what's update. Okay, in a second. But most of the, but you can get an idea what I mean with the update. Update means anything which happening per frame. Okay, every frame. Generally, we use update whenever we need to track something. For example, player inputs. Okay, what's player inputs? For example, in my game, I have set up WASD keys as the input. Now, user can use that WASD keys anything on his keyboard anytime. Okay, in the starting, in the end, in the middle, anything. But I need to keep on tracking it. Okay, so to keep on tracking it, we use the player inputs and all those major thing on update function, which we want that, okay, this thing should be taken input or taken care in the whole game. Here you can see per frame it's increasing 185 244 because it's per frame increasing, correct? It's not like start which calls only one time, it's per frame. So in start, we write those things which we want to be only called for the one time. We don't want it to call for like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times and all. We just want it to be called to be one time, nothing else. Okay. We only want it to be called as the one time. In update function, we want it to call per frame. Okay. In further classes, when we just make us something cool stuffs in Unity, we'll understand more about it. So stay updated with that also. Now debug.log, you understand what where it just show. We generally use debug.log whenever we need to print something. Like for example, there's a function and I want to track that. Is the function really working? Or it's getting called or not? Then I just paste like debug.log on top of it and I will just write like working or any command. Here you can write anything which you want to get it print under in these two brackets and quotations. Okay. Here I can write hello, hi, anything you want to write, print hello world. It's just like hello world if we just hear about in any coding language if you have had prior experience with. And here you can see that it's compiling is going on. And always give your computer some seconds patience because in compiling it just if you don't if you don't put patience on it, it will not come. Here you can see hello world and per frame is increasing. So that's the difference between start and update. In start, we write all those things which we want to get it initialized with the first call. For example, I want the player something to be initialized, which we will soon understand what I mean with like rigid body and all, how to use it here and all, because that will help you understand very things very nicely. Okay. In these short videos, you will understand those things very important, very nicely. Okay. And here you can see public class basic mono which I already told. Just remember 2-3 things. Okay. Private and public describes that what you want to be accessible in whole script and what you want to be get access in only some areas only. Okay. Game object, that just like a variable, like you can add a bool and whatever you want to use. I will get in the next video, will also teach you about what are the different types of variable majorly and what's their use and all. Then this is their namespace. Okay. Like it's just you are giving a name to them. These are your like a small kids and you are just giving them a name that you will use it here like hello dot set active and all, which I will be telling you what this means is. And further, but I will get you an example of it. Let's do it. I will do it Q1 because that's public. Q1 dot set active. What this set active means is I will explain, and then 2 brackets I will write true and close it like this. Okay. Means set active means with the term you understand what is set active. Set active means to make anything active. And set active, if I write false there, it will turn it false. Like this is the set active thing in inspector. Okay. For example, what I will do, I will give this reference of this cube. Okay. In start, you can see this cube will get disabled. Sorry, it will be disabled from starting, but it will be enabled there because it has set active true. So whenever I will play it, it will just enable it here. And if I set it active false, and if it was enabled, it will set it false. It's in the start function, so it will only do in the starting. Here you can see that the game is in the loading and it's played, and you can see the cube is there. Correct? Because I made it like set active True. That's the how reference is given. I gave the reference of which cube I want to be there. So basically, this like the basic thing. They'll go more deep in the further videos, but basically, like which I told about private and public also, void start and remember these two things. Okay, and all functions, variables should anything which you want to be in should be in this. Functions should be like separate like this, and anything which you want to run in that function you want to be between these two of that. Okay, and the variable should be at top. Okay, like that. That's the structure. Okay, and I will just save all of it up. Let's close it up. Like this is the basic thing which you can understand about the how the script works, how to add it, to remove it, and all those little but very important steps. Okay, with this in mind, I hope the basics, very basics are also clear. For the videos, we'll cover more important terms, which will help you, to make things run and make your like things move forward very nice. Great. So I will come to an conclusion here. Okay, we understand about how the debug.log, like how the printing in console works. We understand about void start, void update. Missed anything? Have any some doubts? Just drop me in the comment section and I will be very happy to reply. With that in mind, I will request you all to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, stay updated for more. Do check out our previous video for knowing more about like what's the Unity editor works and other stuffs which we covered like colliders, rigid body, animations, about these Unity features and all, anything. So do check it out. Do check it out those videos also. Stay updated with us for more videos coming on the way, which will make you pro in game development. So subscribe to Code Wizard. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.